Hello everyone, in this video we will show the features and the configuration of an Odoo module KnowSystem, which was created by faOtools. KnowSystem is a universal knowledge management tool that might be configured to any business goal and any set of Odoo apps. With the module you will be able to construct professional-looking articles, create and use knowledge templates, switch to raw code editor if needed, filter articles by hierarchy of sections, by tree of tags, or by knowledge types. Select articles step by step and proceed mass sections. Sort and search in seconds. Instantly access knowledge base from any Odoo document. Reference articles and messages. Organize learning tours. Print or share knowledge. Prepare instructions, guidelines, frequently asked questions. Restore any article version at any moment, as the app keeps history of knowledge updates. Share articles with your partners or publish knowledge for any website visitor. Control views of articles, likes and dislikes, contributions, and motivate discussion. Now let's start with the innovative single view interface, which consists of three parts. The left navigation panel provides you with the opportunity to sort articles according to various criteria. Select all found articles, manage sections, tags, types, and learning tours. You can sort articles by views, likes, title, create date, write date, section, and author. If you click on the arrow icon on the right side of the sorting criteria, then the sorting will be reversed. Here you can also find the list of sections. KnowSystem section is an article storage, which is used for convenient navigation over articles and managing access to internal user groups. Each article should have a single linked section. You can create and edit sections right from the single view interface. Just click Add New Section and write the title. Set the hierarchy by choosing the parent and subsections. Click the tab Restrict Access to set the groups of people that will be able to see the section and articles in it. Add the description to the section. To edit a section, click on it with the right side of the mouse, then choose Edit. Or go to Configuration Sections. Choose the section and click Edit. Below the sections list, you will find the list of tags. A tag is a colorful mark on an article, which attracts attention. One article can have multiple tags. You can create and edit tags right from the single view interface. To add a tag, just click Add New Tag and write the title. Set the hierarchy by choosing a parent tag. Put a tick in the box Show Tag on Website if you want to have these tags on the website. Choose Allowed Partners that will be able to see articles with these tags. Access to the parent tag allows reading all articles with it and with its subtags. Remove the tick from the box Active if you want to archive the tag. In the line Apply to, you can put a tick in the box Apply to all documents. Then your tag would appear in all documents as you click on the shortcut button. Sales orders, contacts, and so on. Click Add a Line to add filters to show the tag only to documents that match all the criteria. Don't forget to click Save. To edit tag, click on it with the right side of the mouse, then click Edit, or go to Configuration Tags and choose the required record and click Edit. You can print all available articles by a section or a tag. For that, click on a section or a tag with the right side of the mouse and choose Print. Below the tags list, you will find the list of articles types. Types are introduced by an optional add-on KnowSystem custom fields. To add a type through the single view interface, click add new type, and write the title. Choose a parent type. If you remove the tick from the box active, then the type will be archived. If you want the type to be visible on your site, tick the box visible on the current website. Then click Save. To edit a type, click on it with the right side of the mouse and choose Edit. Or go to Configuration, Article Types, choose the type and click Edit. Sections, tags, and types have a hierarchy. You can set a parent and children while editing or creating them. You can also change the hierarchy by drag and drop. If a user group has access to the parent section tag or type, it would have access to all included children. The main part shows the articles list where you can see their titles, tags, the date of creation, last edit, author's photo, and preview text. If an article has no preview text, it will be generated automatically as the plain text extracted from the beginning of an article. For preview text, you can use pure HTML tags. Add an article to favorites or remove it from favorites by clicking on a star in the right bottom corner. Put like or a dislike to an article. You can always change it later by clicking on the green button. Select articles by ticking a box on the right top corner. When you switch between filters or apply a new search, selection will not be cleared, and that is very convenient when you want to open, print, or do another action on various articles at once. The right functional panel, the one on the right side, appears as you add any article to the selection. To see all articles for one or several sections, put a tick in the box by it. Click on the checkbox in the right top corner of an article to choose it. If you click on the Select All Found button, you will see the short preview of all these articles and possible mass actions in the right navigation panel of the interface. With the help of mass actions, you can update sections, tags, types of all chosen articles, switch article state to archived or restored, publish or unpublish articles. For example, let's click on the action Save as PDF. And the downloading will start automatically. The module KnowSystem allows creating learning tours, which combine all articles that a person needs in order to reach something. For example, you can organize a tour for newcomers so they could learn all the nuances of working in your company. Start creating a tour through a single view interface by clicking on Add a new tour, or by going to Configuration Tours and clicking Create. In the single view interface, choose all articles that you need. Choose the mass action Add to Tour. Choose an existing tour and click Save and Close. Here you can also click Add a line to add some more articles to your tour one by one. Open the tab Restrict Access to choose groups of users that will have the access to the tour. If you leave the field empty, all internal users would see the tour. If you choose one group, then only this group will be able to start it. Then open the tab Description to add some words about the tour. The page with this description will be the first one your users see as they open the tour. Then click Save. So let's open a learning tour. Let's click on it. Now we need to click on the button Start a Tour. To move through the articles, use the arrows in the right top corner. When you return to the previous article, you do not lose your progress. You can close a tour and continue it again later. Then you will start from the same place where you stopped. If a user doesn't have access rights to one or several articles in the tour, then he or she will not see those articles in it. At the end of the tour, you see an alert, good job, the tour is over. So, it's the high time to create an article. There are two user groups that can do it. Those are KnowSystem Admin and KnowSystem Editor. To create an article, open the KnowSystem app, click Create, and now let's introduce the title and preview text. So, for example, let's create an article, how should I install your apps? Then the preview text is going to be installation guide for on-premise servers. Also, we need to add text, section, type, and choose the website to show the article on. The article will not be visible on the site until you publish it. So, the tag is going to be tag, and the section is going to be documentation. And let's also introduce the type. Frequently asked questions, guidelines. And here we see also a custom field added by an optional add-on, state. We will talk about this add-on later. So let it be approved. So this frequently asked question was approved. Optionally attach some files and click Save. Now we can fill the body of the article in the Backend builder, use building blocks, change styles. You can also create an article from a template to avoid losing time on adjusting blocks and styles. You can prepare new knowledge templates or save any existing article as a template. Let's turn our article in a template. For that, in the head menu of it, find the Actions button and choose Make Template. Write the reference and change it the way you want, and click Save. You can also create a template in the Configuration menu. To create a template, go to Configuration, Templates, and click Create. Write the reference title, fill the main body, and click Save. Above the article, you will find a header with available actions. As you click on the Discuss button, you will see the article's message thread. Any internal user that has the access to the article can take part in discussing it. Here you can see the notification stating that the article was revised and other people's comments. Click Send Message to open the message typing field. Add smiles, attach files, or open the message wizard to change text style. You can also add a log note or schedule an activity connected with an article, for example, to revise it. All followers might receive notifications about revisions of an article. Click Follow to become a follower of the article or unfollow if it's not relevant. You can add followers and channels by clicking on a person icon and selecting the recipients of the invitation. The history of article revisions is kept in Odoo in a similar way it's done in Wikipedia. If one of the users breaks something, it takes just 2 clicks to recover a proper knowledge version. A revision is created when an article or an important detail such as title is changed. Not significant modifications do not lead to creating a new revision. Now let's restore one of the previous article's versions. To restore a revision of an article, open it and click Revisions. Here you see a pop-up window with all the revisions of the article. You can find out who and when changed something in an article. There are 5 columns where changes are stated. In the contents you see how many signs were added, if they are green, or deleted if they are red, with a minus. The other columns show previous state, for example, the previous title, or deleted tag. So let's choose one of the revisions and click Observe. If we like this revision more, then click Restore the revision. After restoring, you can always return back to the previous variant of an article as a new revision is created. Only KnowSystem admin can restore and delete revisions. Let's return to the article's header. As you click on the Info button, you see all the available information about the article, including the list of contributors that took part in creating and revising an article, the time of publishment and last revision, article statistics, such as views and the number of times the article was referred in the mails and was viewed by each person, people who liked, disliked, or added the article to favorites. At the bottom of the page, you can also see the links that lead to the article. If the box Published is ticked, then you see 2 links, website URL and internal link, and Share button. So you can share the link to the article with any user, neglecting the access rights. For that, click on the Share button at the bottom of the info page. Then the link with a special token would be generated. Copy it and send it to a user. Anyone with the link will be able to see the article even if it's not published. Click Actions to restrict access, publish unpublished article, make a template, add to a tour, duplicate, archive, or delete the article. Now we know how to create an article and the features which can be accessed in the header as we open it. Some of the articles in the list require update, so let's find out how to edit them. There are 3 ways to edit an article. You can do that in the Backend Builder, Website Builder if you have a special add-on, and HTML editor. It's only up to you which one to choose, according to your needs and preferences. Backend Builder is an editor that you see when you create or edit an article internally. It provides you with the set of simple and safe for backend blocks, which are compatible with printing and messaging layouts. There are 3 types of blocks: text blocks, special blocks, and image blocks. Each block has a gray intro box where you see how it looks like. So drag and drop building blocks to update an article's body. As you save the article, the styles change to the ones that are safe for reading and backend, printing, and adding to messages. In the Backend Builder, you can switch to raw code view to update articles HTML at any moment by clicking on the slash sign. Code Editor allows you to apply any simple and advanced HTML styles, but it requires certain technical knowledge. Articles that are written with the help of simple HTML might be compatible with printing and messaging layouts. Switch to raw code from Backend Builder from time to time, or replace it fully with the code editor if you have the add-on KnowSystem website and portal installed. We will talk about this add-on later. To edit an article in the website builder, just open the article you want to edit and click the button Edit on Website. Website Builder is introduced by an optional KnowSystem add-on, KnowSystem Website and Portal. It allows you to apply advanced styles and complex widget by using Odoo built-in website editor to make website-friendly articles. Here you will find numerous snippets, animations, style templates, and options that will help you to prepare nice-looking portal knowledge pages. Here you can add blocks, choose various styles, and write an article. Then, as you are ready, click Save. The set of available blocks depend on the modules and themes installed on your Odoo system. You can turn off Website Builder in Settings and publish articles made in Backend Builder instead. In this case, articles will be less colorful, but you will preserve the opportunity to print them and add them to an email's body. To turn off the Website Builder, go to Configuration, section KnowSystem Options. Tick the box Turn off Backend Editor. Then click Save. Now, as you open any article and click Edit, you will see Code Editor instead of the Backend Editor. It's only up to you which editor to choose. The Backend Builder and Website Builder have different purposes. Choose the Backend Builder if you want to create articles for internal use that you will be able to print and refer to when sending an email or a message. Choose the Website Builder if you want to publish your articles on a website, share, or give access to some partners. You can easily access KnowSystem from anywhere in Odoo, quickly observe articles related to a current document discussion, instantly reference one or a few ones. To add the quick entry for knowledge base from any Odoo form view, go to Configuration, find the section KnowSystem Options, and put a tick in the box Articles by Documents. To see the KnowSystem icon in the Odoo sys near Activities and Messages, tick the option KnowSystem and sys. To let users reference knowledge records in Odoo messages, turn on the option Articles in Email Composers. Then click Save. So let's see all the places from where we can access KnowSystem. For example, here is a button in the sys tray. It can be opened from anywhere. Here we see the list of articles. We can search by tags, sections, and also we can search in contents. To open an article, just click on it and then click Close. Also, let's open an object. For example, one of our sales orders. Let it be the first one. And here above the object, we see KnowSystem button. Click on it and you will find the list of articles. Here you may notice that a few tags were already applied. We will talk about it a little bit later. Again, click on an article to open it and close if you don't need it anymore. Also, you can reference articles and messages. For that, click Send Message, open the full composer, find KnowSystem button and click on it. And here you can see all the articles that you can choose. Click on an article to open it. Then click Close to close it. Click plus to choose an article. Open the tab Chosen Articles to see all articles that you have chosen. There are three types of citing an article. You can update messages body, share URL, and attach PDF. If you update messages body, then the article will be added at the end of a message. If you choose share URL, then the link is added as a clickable title of an article. So let's, for example, share URL. Here you can see two titles. If we click on it, we see a link to this article. In order to open them, a user should have rights to these articles. Let's add some more articles using other ways. Click KnowSystem, choose an article, click Update Body. So the article's body was inserted into the message composer. Click KnowSystem again, choose one more article, and click Attach PDF. Here is how it looks like. Let's send this message. Here how the result looks like. Two links, one was inserted as in an article's body and one was attached as PDF. Not only can you access the articles all over the platform, but also you can show the related to the document articles first. As you noticed, when we clicked on an KnowSystem button above Documents form, we saw some tags which have been applied by default. So you can link knowledge tags to Odoo document types in order to simplify the search of articles. You can either choose to apply a tag to all available documents or choose a particular model and add filters. For example, let's find the tag Sales and CRM and click Edit. Here you see that the tag is applied to two models, but we can apply it to all documents by ticking the box, Apply to all documents. Let's add one more model. For that, click Add a line and choose a model. For example, let's choose Purchase Orders. Then click Save and Close. You can also add some filters to each chosen model, so the order of the articles with this tag will also depend on particular documents objects. Let's add a filter to Sale Order. Click Add Filter. You can choose filter options by scrolling or starting to type the beginning of it. It be total, more or equals 500,000. You can also click on the records to see the records that match the filter. Then click on the cross. You can click plus to add one more rule. Then you can choose if records should match all of the rules or any. Let's choose only one. Then click Save. The list of some useful filters you can find on the module's documentation page in the article Documents by Tags. So, we have added the filter total more than 500,000. Let's open such a sale order to see if the tag is applied. The Azure Interiors order is more than 500,000, so let's open it and click on KnowSystem button. So the tag is applied. Let's also check in the email composer. Click KnowSystem. Here, as we see, the tag is also applied. Now let's open another sale order. For example, this one, just $13. And again, click on the button. Here, only one tag is applied. And let's also check the email composer. As you click KnowSystem button, again, you see only one tag. In KnowSystem, you can also print articles. You can print one article or several articles at once. To print a single article, just open it and then click Save as PDF. The downloading will start automatically. Or you can print several articles at once by choosing them and then clicking Save as PDF. It's also possible to print all articles of a specific tag or of a definite section. For that, click on it with the right side of the mouse and then choose Print. If a tag or a section has subtags or subsections, the articles from there will also be printed. You can also allow portal and public users to print publish articles. For that, go to Configuration, find section Portal and Website Views, and tick the option Print in Portal. Don't forget to click Save. After that, as a user opens an article, by its title, the button Print appears. The styles for printing are applied from settings as for other Odoo printings. To configure styles, go to General Settings, Business Documents, Documents Layout. There you can change the paper format of the documents, add your company's logo, tagline, footer, and choose font and colors. The module KnowSystem also has some add-ons which can be very useful. We have already seen some of their features, and now it's the high time to find out more about them. Let's start with the add-on KnowSystem website and portal. It allows adding your articles to the portal and on your websites. To use the standard Odoo Website Builder that provides with a wide variety of templates and tools for editing articles, making them presentable and user-friendly, and customize your articles in the same way as website pages. The KnowSystem for portal and public users can be turned on and off in settings. For that, go to Configuration, find the section Portal and Website Views. Here it is. And tick the box Portal KnowSystem. As you see, it's already turned on. It lets portal users to observe published and especially delegated to them articles. You can also turn on the option Public KnowSystem to let unauthorized website visitors to read published articles. Now let's open the KnowSystem website interface in the front end. For that, open the website, click Go to Website, open the top menu KnowSystem. Portal users might also access knowledge base through the tab KnowSystem in their account, which redirects portal users to the page with articles. Here you can see all available articles cards. An article card shows title, preview text, and tags. The article's preview text on the site is the same as in the backend. To edit preview text from the front end, click on the button Edit in the top right corner of the page and click on the preview text to edit it. Here you can also add various building blocks. For example, let's add image and title. However, we don't recommend you to use such complex building blocks, as in the backend, in the preview text, they may not be displayed correctly. Don't forget to click Save. Also here you see likes and dislikes if they are turned on the configuration page. Only registered and internal users can like or dislike an article. Public users can only see the number of likes and dislikes. To like or dislike an article, you need to open it. Let's do it. Then scroll down the page and put a like, or change your mind and put a dislike. To move through pages with articles cards, use the pages list at the bottom of the page. Starting from the second page, the page navigator appears above the articles list as well. You can set the number of articles per page. For that, open the KnowSystem app, go to Configuration, scroll down to the section Portal and Website Views, find the line Articles per page, and type the number of articles that you want to show on a single page. Let's say 20. It is also possible to pin an article if you want some articles to be shown in the first place, no matter what page a person is at. To pin an article, open the KnowSystem app in the backend, then open any article, click Edit, and tick the box Website Pinned. Then click Save. Now let's see the result in KnowSystem on the website. As you see here, one article is pinned. We see the pin. And also here we have 20 articles per page. So no other pages are available. Only less than 20 articles are published. Let's customize the way the KnowSystem page looks. The website KnowSystem interface consists of KnowSystem Navigator, Search Panel, and Articles List. To turn on/off optional elements, click Customize in the sister of the website KnowSystem page, and then click on the slider button. Let's turn on the central introduction to write some information about the page. So now it's turned on and we can edit to add some building blocks. Here it is. As you noticed, the introduction and articles cards also support building blocks with pictures. Let's click Save and let's turn off KnowSystem Custom Types Navigator. In this case, we will see only sections and tags. If we turn off the KnowSystem navigator, then all other optional elements will be turned off too. In this case, users will not be able to navigate with the help of sections, tags, and types. If the navigator is turned on, then a section is seen on a website only when it contains at least one article. If the parent section contains no articles, but its subsection does, only the subsection would be visible on website. A tag is seen on a website only when it's published, and the optional element KnowSystem tags is turned on. To make a tag visible on a website, tick the box Show Tag on Website as you create or edit a tag. A type is seen on a website only when it is published, and the optional element Custom Text Navigator is turned on. To make a type visible on a website, tick the box Visible on Current Website as you create or edit the type. It is possible to filter articles by various criteria. By default, there is only one filter option, All. But you can add custom filters that you want. Let's add some custom filters. In the KnowSystem, go to Configuration, scroll to the section Portal and Website Views, and find the line Custom Portal Filters. Click Add a line, then Create. Add a filter name, for example, let's create a filter Favorite to filter articles by likes, for example, when it has more than 5 likes. So click Add Filter, then likes number more or equals 5, for example. Then click Save. Here it is also possible to add custom search options that you want. So find Custom Portal Search and click Add a line. Then click Create. Choose the field which will be checked for matches while searching. For example, add a search option Preview Summary to search for matches in articles previews only. The field label will be generated automatically, but you can change it. Then let's, for example, leave preview only. Then click Save and Close. Don't forget to save changes. Now let's try our new filter and search option on the website. So we can filter by favorite, and we see articles with more than 5 likes. So it's right. And let's try to search in preview. Odoo. So here we can see that in preview text there is a word Odoo. Let's try something that we definitely will not be able to find. And we see a warning. There are no articles found and a link to clear search. If you click Edit in the top right corner here, then you will be able to customize the warning. For example, to make it of a different color. Let's discard these changes. And also let's click on the button. The phrase Clear Search contains a link that redirects to the KnowSystem page and therefore clears the searching parameters. Now let's open one of the articles, for example the first one. It's possible to edit an article right from its website page. Just click Edit in the top right corner to open the website builder. Or you can return to Editing and Backend. To see this option, click on the down arrow on the right side of the Edit button, Then choose Edit in Backend. You can see a mobile preview by clicking on the phone icon in C-tray. To make sure an article looks good in both portrait and landscape modes. From the C-tray, you can also publish and unpublish an article. Optionally, you can allow partners to print knowledge pieces, like or share articles. For that, go to Configuration, find the Portal and Website Views section, and put a tick by Print in Portal, Social Sharing, and Portal Likes. Don't forget to click Save. From an article's view, you can also switch back and forth between articles. Click on the arrows in the top right corner of an article. To return back to the main articles menu without losing the searching criteria, use the tool Breadcrumbs on the left top corner of an article. For example, click on the previous step, KnowSystem, to return to the main articles menu. And let's apply some searching criteria to make sure we will not lose it. And filtering by favorite. And now let's open an article and return back with the help of breadcrumbs. As you see, we didn't lose the searching parameters. Now let's look at the portal page of one of our partners, Azure Interior. But before that, let's look at the tags related to the partner. Let's open the partner's card and find the line No System Tags. So here we may see all the tags related to our partner. This partner will be able to see all articles with these tags. And now let's open the Azure Interiors portal page. Here we may find No System tab. Let's click on it. So the partner can see articles which are published and the ones with the tag related to the partner. And now let's move on to the next add-on, Odoo Documentation Builder. It allows combining articles in advanced documentation to cover certain aspects of organizational functional knowledge. The extension also depends on the add-on KnowSystem website and portal. Let's turn on portal and public documentation. For that, go to Configuration, find the section Documentation Builder and put a tick by the line Portal Documentation and Public Documentation. Don't forget to click Save. The app generates website pages automatically. To update this documentation set, you should only add or remove a required knowledge article. Each KnowSystem article might be used several times for different documentations. Let's start with creating a documentation category. A documentation category is a tool which helps you to structure your documentation. A category unites documentation sections. There are two ways to create a new category. You can go to Documentation, Documentation Categories, click Create, and then introduce a new category. Or you can go to Documentation, Documentation Sections, and click plus Add a column. Here you can introduce the title of your category and then click Add. So here is our new category about modules. Drag and drop categories to change their sequence. And now it's the high time to create a documentation section. A documentation section is a set of articles that together create documentation on a particular topic or for a particular object. There are two ways of adding a documentation section. You can go to Documentation, documentation sections and click create. Or you can click on a plus by the category and you can introduce the section's title. For example, let it be frequently asked questions. And then let's click edit. So here we can add, upload or change a picture, change a category of our section, add some articles and change settings of our section. There are two ways to add an article to our documentation section. First is adding articles one by one by clicking Add a line, choosing an article, a security action if needed, and setting a sequence. Then click Save and Close. Or there is one more way. Select all articles that you need and then click Add to Documentation. Again, choose the documentation section and optionally choose the security action. We will talk about it a little bit later. Then click Save and Close. And we are automatically redirected to our documentation section. Let's click Edit. Now let's click on the tab Settings. Here we can add a preview text, add some tags, choose the number of header levels for navigation, and add the sequence. And now let's add preview text. For example, let it be everything about our modules. We can also add some tags. The tags that you add to a documentation section are the same tags that are applied to articles. Add a tag for a quick search and easy navigation, or to share a knowledge piece with assigned to the tag partners. Here we can also set the header level for navigation. It defines the number of headers which should be parsed for the navigation of the documentation. We will talk about this later. For example, let's leave it as 3 here. We can optionally change the sequence of the documentation section, and we can also publish our section and share it. So let's publish it and then save. It isn't necessary to edit a section to publish or unpublish it from the site. You can do it right here. You can also drag and drop sections to change their sequence. As you turn on the public documentation, the page Docs appears on the website, and the tab Docs appears in the portal if the option Portal Documentation is turned on. Both entries lead to the same page. There you can see all published documentation categories and documentation sections. Portal users, if allowed, see a new tab Documentation, which redirects them to the page with documentation. This is our portal user Zirinteria, and he has a tab Docs. Let's click on it. And here are all the published documentation sections and the sections to which he has the access by tag. And now let's look at our documentation page. As you see here, we don't have the documentation section that we have previously created. That's because we have forgotten to publish the documentation category. Then let's go and publish it. So let's return to KnowSystem and go to documentation sections. Here click on the gear of the category and click Edit Stage. Here click Publish, then Save. And now we can return to our documentation page. And here is our documentation section and documentation category. So, in order to see the documentation section on the website, both should be published. We can also customize the documentation page. For that, find the button Customize at the top left corner, click on it, and turn on or off the option by clicking on the slider button. So let's turn on the introduction to add an introductory block above the documentation. In this block, you can write some information about the page so the visitors could understand what is it for. It's this particular block. Let's add something else here. For that, click on the Edit button in the top right corner and choose a building block. For example, let's choose Title. So let's write Odoo modules here. And then click Save. You can also turn on the search bar for the documentation. With the help of the search bar, you can search for matches in the titles, preview texts, and bodies of the articles, which documentation section includes. Let's search by the word modules and click on the search button. Here we see the only one result. We also see the documentation sections with their categories. Then let's search for something we will not be able to find and click Search. As you see here, the alert No Documentation Found appears. You can also edit it by clicking on the button Edit. For example, let's write sorry before no documentation found, and then click Save. To reset the search, click on the cross on the right side of the search bar. Also, you can turn on the documentation preview to show the text on document sections card. You can add the preview text in two ways. In the backend, as you create or edit a documentation section in the tab Settings, or in the frontend by clicking on the button Edit in the top right corner and then clicking on the documentation section at a place where the preview text should be. For example, here is no text, but still we can add it. About developers. Also here we can change the image of the documentation section if we turned on it in customization by clicking 2 times. Now let's click Save. As a picture, you can even add a GIF file. Click on any documentation section on the website to open it. The documentation section's body can be edited right from the front end. It might be convenient to edit the whole documentation section instead of editing all articles separately. To edit a documentation section, click on the button Edit in the top right corner and edit it the same way as you edit separate articles with the help of the website builder. And as you're ready, click Save. Let's customize the way the documentation sections pages look like. In the top left corner in C-tray, click Customize. And then click on the slider button to turn on or off some functions. For example, adding introduction and footer allows you to add some building blocks before the documentation section and after it. You can add as many building blocks as you want and edit them the same way you edit the documentation section. You can also add navigation, the table of contents, to move between documentation sections articles conveniently. As you scroll down the page, the navigation panel follows you and marks bold the content that you're at. Click on any to switch between articles. To hide the navigation panel, click on the icon, hide, and then click again to show it. The table of contents consists of various header levels. The article's title is marked as header 1. So here we see 3 articles. To see other header levels in the navigation panel, click on the arrow icon that appears near the contents that have other header levels. Here we see the second header level and The third one. Sometimes there might be more than 3 headers in an article, but we chose to show only 3 of them, as we edited the documentation section. Let's, for example, try to add a third and a fourth level of header to the first article. For that, click Edit. For example, let's choose this line. Let's separate it from other text, select, and then assign header 3. And let's find one more, for example, the last one, and make it header 4. Then click Save. So here we see the header level 3, but we don't see the header level 4, as we chose in settings to see only 3 levels of headers. You can show from 0 to 6 header levels. So one more option that we can customize, it's a search bar. The search bar consists of 2 other options, search bar search and search bar versioning. The search bar search helps to conveniently search through a documentation section. There are 3 types of search: default search, case-sensitive search, and search in headers only. Let's try a default search, and let's write Odoo and click search. As you apply search parameters, all matches are counted. You can switch between them by clicking double arrows up and double arrow down. And now let's try case-sensitive search. As you see, there are no matches because both times the Odoo was written with the capital letter. We can also turn on the versioning, but before we should turn it on in settings. Open KnowSystem app, go to Configuration, scroll down to the section Documentation Builder and put a tick by versioning, then click Save. And now we need to create some versions. For that, go to Documentation Versioning. Here I already have some versions, as I have already had this feature turned on. But let's create one more. For example, let it be version 9. Here we can also add the sequence, and we can also publish the version on website. So now we can add these versions to our documentation sections. Click on the documentation section and add some versions. For example, let it be 14, 13, and 12. Then click Save. Now we can add these versions to the articles. For example, first article will be for version 14, version 13. The second one will be for version 12 only. And the last one will be global for all versions. Then let's click Save. Now we can open this documentation section on our website to see the versions. You can switch between the documentation section's versions as you click on the version title in the top left corner and choose another version. So the first article is different for version 12 and for version 14, and one more article remains the same, as it was considered global. We didn't add any version to it. The app lets flexibly share documentation categories and sections. Public users can see only published documentation categories and sections. Portal users have the same access rights as public users, but you can also grant extra rights for particular partners by assigning some tags. Depending on user rights, documentation section might look different. Define what to do if a user does not have access to included articles into documentation. So let's go to KnowSystem, Documentation Sections, and start editing a section. As you remember, we have skipped the security action, but now let's assign it. So if a user has no access to an article within a documentation section, the article may be not shown, or you can show a warning instead of an article, or you can neglect access rights and show this article. You can assign a security action per each article, or you can assign it in a batch as you add several articles to the documentation section, or you can set a default security action in configuration. So let's go to configuration, find the section Documentation Builder, and the line default security action. And let's choose neglect access rights. Click Save. So by default, the security action neglect access rights will be assigned to all articles. However, you still will be able to choose a different one. For example, let's add a different security actions to our documentation sections articles. For example, this one will be not shown. The second article will show a warning instead. And one more, neglect access rights. So let's see how the security actions look like. I unpublished all the articles. I assigned a tag of Azure Interior to the documentation section. So let's open documentation and the documentation section. As you see, the first article was omitted. The second one was shown anyway. And there was one more article which shows the warning instead. So these are all available security actions that you can use. They work only in case when articles are not published. Publishing an article makes it available for everyone. The next add-on is KnowSystem Custom Fields. It allows you to add custom fields to articles. The add-on also requires the core module Custom Fields Core. With the help of the add-on, you can place your custom fields in the Backend articles form. Before creating a custom field, let's create one or several articles types to distinguish knowledge articles. Thus, we will be able to add custom fields only to particular types of articles. Go to KnowSystem, Configuration, Article Types. Click Create and introduce the articles type, for example, modules. Here we can also add the sequence for this type, choose a parent type. Also, if you have another add-on KnowSystem for website and portal, you can make the type visible on the current website. And you can choose the website. Then click Save. And now let's create a custom field. For that, go to Configuration, Custom Article Fields, click Create, and enter the details. Let it be About Modules. Then let's choose the type of the custom field. There are various types available. Let's choose binary. Also, we can choose the type of the article, so only articles of this type will have this field. The tool lets you comfortably select an interface position of a column field from a closed list of options. In the Backend form view, you can place your custom fields after article, in the left column and in the right column. Let's, for example, add our field in the right column. If you have an add-on custom fields for website and portal, you can also choose the custom fields portal page placement. It can be at the end of an article, in the left column and in the right column. Here let's choose at the end. Let's make fill in this field mandatory. For that, put a tick by the line required to enter a value. Then click Save. So here is our custom field. The rights to create custom fields belong only to KnowSystem administrators. Now let's open an article and add our custom field. But before that, we should hardly reload the page. Let's open an article, for example, the first one, and click Edit. Let's add the type, modules, and now we see our custom field. Let's try to save. We can't because the field is mandatory, so we should upload something before. Let's add a file. And now we can save it. So here is our custom field. Let's also see this article on the website. So here is the article. Let's scroll down. At the end of the article, we see our field with the file that we have added. There is one more add-on available for KnowSystem. That's KnowSystem Multi-Languages. It lets you translate articles into installed in Odoo languages. In such a way, users might read and edit articles in a language from their preferences. So let's open an article. Click Edit. The language switch sign is added to such fields as title and preview text as you edit an article. Click on the language icon to manually translate it. Instead of hello, hallo. Then click Save. Also, let's change the preview text, der Artikel übergrüße, and click Save. So let's save the article for now. You can also translate sections, tags, and tours title. Let's try. Click Edit, and here you can see the sign again. If you translate it manually, then the fields will be shown in the preferred user language. In order to see the fields translated, you need to switch to the preferred language. Let's go to My Profile, click Edit, find the line language and switch to another one. Then click Save. Now, if we had a manual translation of some of the articles, we will see it in this language. So here is our article. It's no longer hello, but hallo. And the preview text also has changed. To update knowledge body translation, you should change your user preferences to a required language in which you want to apply changes. So if I make any changes here, they will change only in my current language, not in English. All changes performed with an article will be applied to the version only in the currently preferred language. The article in the default language, in this case English, will not be changed. Multi-language regime implies that all articles should be kept updated in all Odoo languages. Articles' content also might be copied from another language. Turn on the required language in your preferences, open an article, click Edit. In the bottom left corner of the article's body, click on the button Copy from another translation. Then confirm your choice. Click Save. Let's translate the article instead of using the English article's body. So let's add the article's body in German. Then click Save. The revisions of translated articles are kept separately depending on the article's language. You can't switch between revisions of the same article in different languages and, for example, restore a revision of an article in French to the article in German. Here we see the previous revision only in German language. In English language, the revisions will be different. Let's change our preferred language back to English to look at this article again. Choose English, click Save. So let's open the article. As you see, the body of the article didn't change. Let's also open the revisions and click Observe. And the second one. So here we don't see the revisions of the same article which we made in German. Let's also publish this article to see how it will look like on our site. Click Action, Publish on Website. Here is our article in English. Let's open it. And the body of the article is in English. Scroll down the page and find the language switch sign. We also need to add the possibility to switch between languages on our website. For that, click Add a language, then choose one more language. So let's add German and click Add. Here is our article. Let's switch to German. As you see, the title, the preview text, and the body of an article is now in German. We can easily switch between languages at the bottom of the page. As you see here in the menu, the language has also changed. Access to articles is managed in a different way for different types of users. There are three types of users: internal user, portal user, and public user. By default, all articles are available to any internal user if you don't restrict access only to particular user groups. You can restrict access either to particular sections, including subsections, or to particular articles. In order to be able to read an article, a user should have both access to an article and its section. To manage user groups for an article, open it, click Actions, and restrict access. Choose User Groups. That will see the article. Then click Save. Odoo user always may access an article if he or she is an author of that article, disregarding further restrictions. Let's click Info. This article was created by Jeffrey Kelly, so he will see it anyway. Different users may see different sets of navigation menu, sections, tags, and types. For example, here is how Mitchell admin's menu looks like. Let's compare it with the one of Abigail Patterson. And here is the menu of Abigail Patterson. As you see here, she doesn't have the access to KnowSystem and one's subsections, and also to the section Speeches. She sees all tags and types, but she may not see all the articles which they include. If the user groups are not defined, a section is considered global, and each internal user may read articles in it. Rights for knowledge section are defined not only according to this section, but also according to all its parents. For example, if a user can't access documentation section, he or she will not be able to access the subsection KnowSystem, Cloud Storage Solutions, Python Policies, and KnowSystem subsection New Section. Internal users can see sections even if those are empty, if they have the access to them. Tags and types are visible for all internal users, disregarding their settings. Now let's talk about public users. Those are all visitors of your site. An article would be available for a public user if its section and itself are published. Here, how our website looks like, with all published articles. To publish an article, choose one or several articles, and then click Publish, or open an article, click Actions and Publish on website. You can share the link to an article with any user, neglecting the access rights. For that, click on the Info button, scroll down and click Share. The link with the special token will be generated. Copy the link and send it to a user. Or you can send it right from here by selecting the user. Anyone with the link will be able to see the article, even if it's not published. Portal users, the registered ones, have the same access rights as public users, but you can also grant extra rights for particular partners. To that goal, knowledge tags are used. You can assign those tags in two ways. So the first one is start creating or editing a tag, for example, tag. Choose a particular contacts in the field allowed partners. Then click Save. Or open Contacts, find a particular user, start editing his profile card, and find the line No System Tags and choose a tag. Then click Save. Thus, a portal user would have access to all published articles and all articles which have partner-related tags. So let's log in as Azure Interior. Here all the articles that the user sees. Some of them are published and some were added by the tag. And now let's see. If the user Azure Interior sees an article which is neither published nor marked by related to him tag. For example, let's open an article. How should I install your app? Click Actions. So we see that it is not published and is not an Azure Interiors tag. So let's open Azure Interiors portal again. Go to KnowSystem and let's look for that article. As you see, there is no such an article, so the Azure Interior has no access to it. I hope this video will be useful for you. Feel free to contact us to try the module in the demo instance. See you in the next videos.